Not long ago, I actually made a Rainbow High School, and I also made a Rainbow High Fashion Boutique. And these are all rooms that I made in my shelf. But besides Rainbow High, I also love Monster High. So I'm gonna make a Monster High room in my shelf. I actually have another shelf that I'm dedicating to Monster High, but don't look at that mess, please. So I'm planning on making all of these rooms Monster High themed. But first of all, we're gonna need a floor. I'm gonna use this foam board that I cut and just place it right here. Okay, there we go. Now we can start building. I'm gonna be making the Monster High bathroom from the G1 series. I'll be right back with my supplies. In the show, the wall in the bathroom is pink, which I love. So I'm gonna use pink tissue paper for the wall. You can totally use just regular colored paper or white paper, and you can just paint it pink yourself if you decide to do this. Okay, I'm just gonna use some tape and tape it to the wall. I'm actually gonna cut this paper right here because it's just a little bit too tall. Okay, that's better. Okay, so I have now secured the wallpaper onto the wall. So now it's time to add the vanities in the bathroom. Because where are the ghouls gonna put on their makeup? So I'm just gonna pull up the reference photo real quick, and then, well, I'll recreate the bathroom. But before we do that, we're probably gonna need some floor. Again, I added some blue paper. I know it's purple in the show, but I don't have purple paper, so it's gonna have to be blue for now. Just until I get my hands on some purple paper. Now that we have our floor, we can work on our vanities. I know that's not what they're called, so I'll just call them mirrors now. In the show, there's 3 mirrors. So luckily, I don't have to really spend all my time making mirrors for this bathroom. Let me show you how to do it. You're gonna need some thin cardboard. I'm using a tissue box, but you can use maybe a cereal box. I don't know. You're also gonna need some paper, scissors, a pencil, and a blue colored pencil. I would recommend light blue. Now, let's get crafting. I forgot to also mention that you're gonna need a glue stick. Okay, so go ahead and sketch on paper. I'm gonna redo where I started. Okay, so go ahead and sketch on paper a coffin shape, and this is gonna be your little stencil, and I would recommend it being sort of big. Okay, mine is looking really uneven, and I'm sorry for my chicken scratching, but that's just what I do. I'm just gonna clean this up a little. There we go. Clean up your sketch a little bit with an eraser so that you really know what you're doing. Mine is really uneven, but hopefully yours will look better if you decide to do this along with me. Okay, so I think this is the final, and now I'm just gonna cut it out. Okay, so this is the final. It's not as clean as I wanted it to be, but it's alright, it'll do. So now that you've done this, which is just your basic stencil for the mirror, you're gonna take your cardboard and make sure your cardboard isn't too thick. I would recommend it being kind of thin, just so that it's easier to stick to the wall. Okay, so I've opened up the box, and now I'm just gonna flatten it. Just like that. Now that you've flattened your cardboard, you're gonna take your paper and just cut around it. So I ended up really messing up on mine, so I'm just gonna do a redo. But it's okay, mistakes happen sometimes. Alright, so now we have one of our mirrors, but first off, we're gonna glue the paper to the cardboard. Okay, now that that's fixed, it's time to get out our blue pencil. And I'm just gonna scribble on it a little bit so that it looks like it's glass. So it should look something like this. And now we finished our first mirror. So we're just gonna do the same thing that we did with, the corner is kind of cut, so I'm really tired of this, so we're just gonna pretend it isn't. I'm so sorry, but yeah. It's okay. I'll just make a new corner and it'll be fine. The mirrors are probably gonna look like Cousins Twice Removed. It's time to add the blue and just kind of go crazy with it. That looks really bad. Maybe don't go crazy with it. I'm tired. So, moral of the story, don't take my advice. Okay, whatever. It's fine. It's not. Yay! Now we have our Cousins Twice Removed mirrors. So fun. Last mirror. Hopefully this one is easier. I'm pointing eyes at you. Okay, so finally I finished them. I really don't like this one, but it's okay, it's okay. From far away, you can't, yes you can. Okay, from far away you can still see the difference, but it's whatever. Now we're gonna attach these to the wall. Okay, so now we are back at the room and it's time to attach the mirrors. Okay, so what we're gonna get is some double-sided tape because I can't live without it. And yeah, we just need some double-sided tape and scissors to cut the tape. So yeah. Now we got the products. Now we're gonna do this. So we just need a little bit of double-sided tape. We're going to attach it to the back, just like so, and then take off. Work, please. Okay, now we're just gonna attach it to the wall. Now we have the mirror on the wall. Wow. So now we're just gonna add the rest and I'll just cut the video to that, so bye. And now I present you the mirrors that took me 30 minutes to make. Wow! Wow! Yay! Oh my gosh, they look so identical and so good. Yay! Okay, so now that we've done the mirrors, we need the sinks that go with them. Yay! More work for me! Yay! I actually have no clue how I'm gonna make these sinks, but I'll just see what I can figure out. Guys! I just had a boltageous idea! Wait, do you guys hear that too? Frankie-Fan, don't leave me! Meh. Okay, but seriously, I had an idea. Not you, Frankie. I'm gonna use this and I'm gonna make some sort of dome for each of the sinks. I'm not really sure how to explain it, but I'll just show you. Okay, we're back at the Hello Kitty table and I'm just gonna show you guys my idea. I'm gonna sketch out a circle and I'm gonna make it kind of big. I'm out of lead. 1 second. Moving on. So I'm just gonna make this sort of big like that and then cut it out. So now that we have our circle, just go ahead and cut anywhere a line like that. So it's gonna look like a Pac-Man basically. So now we're gonna take some tape, overlap these sides and add tape right here. And now we have this dome looking thing and I think this is gonna be our sink. Now that we have our sinks, we're gonna attach them to the wall. I know it's not as realistic, but these are based off of the show, so I think it works. So now that we have our sinks, we're gonna attach them to the walls like how we did with the mirrors. Some double-sided tape and scissors. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but so far I think it looks really show accurate. So here's how the sinks turned out. I'm really liking them because it looks just like in the show. And because there's no reflection, you can pretend that Draculaura can't see herself. Just like the original show. Memories. So I sort of completely forgot that the mirrors actually have cobwebs at the corner of them, so I'll try my best to add those on. It was really hard adding the cobwebs considering I already put them on the wall, but I still managed to do it even though it was really a hassle. In the reference photo I used, there is some lights right in between the mirrors, but I only have fairy lights, so we're just gonna have to work with what we have. So these are the fairy lights I have. They are battery operated, so they come with this little switch. Before I add them on, I'm just gonna make a little bit of a pattern like this. Just because I think it looks more monstery. It's sort of like slime. And now once we attach them to the wall, they'll look something like this. I think they make the room look a lot nicer. And Claudine agrees. I hate to interrupt your fun, but well, just where are we gonna use the bathroom again? There's no stalls here. And as student president of Monster High, I think it's my job to make sure everything's going right, which it isn't here. So, add bathroom stalls. Okay, bye. Well, Draculaura was a bit bossy, but she's got a point. I need to add some stalls because this is a bathroom after all. So let's get moving. I made my first stall off camera and it's pretty easy. All you need is just colored paper. And what I'm gonna do is just make 2 creases in the middle right here. All I did was make a crease in the middle, just right here. And then I folded it in half, made another crease, so it's gonna look something like this. And now I've just added it right there, and we have some bathroom stalls. But another thing we need in the bathroom is a garbage. I'm gonna use a plastic cup, and I would recommend either using a black plastic cup or a clear plastic cup. I'm just gonna stuff some fabric in, like that, and so it'll look like this. And then you're gonna need a Kleenex, and just stuff the cup with it again. And now, you can go ahead and stuff it with just a bunch of random stuff. Just go crazy with it. And so it should look something like this. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and place it in the room. I added it right here. One thing I'm gonna do is, what's really bothering me are these stalls. In the show, it's just the same color stalls, it's not multi, but I ran out of that blue. So I'm just gonna switch them and you won't notice. And I think that looks a lot better. I think that's gonna be all for this video, but thank you so much for watching, and it really took me a long time to make all of this, so if you could just hit that like button, I would really appreciate it. And let me know what was your favorite craft we did today in this video, and yeah, thank you. This will be a series where I make rooms inspired by Monster High, so just stay tuned for that if you're interested. And now, that's all.